the last few days, we witnessed Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting Tamil Nadu to bolster BJP's poll campaign. The culmination of this visit was the Prime Minister's rally in Coimbatore day before yesterday, where the stage is set for the battle of all battles. The BJP has fielded its state president Annamalai from the seat, and DMK and AIDMK have also countered with strong candidates of their own. Now, today it is the INDI's top faces who will be in Coimbatore. After Patna, Mumbai and Delhi, the next joint opposition rally is in Coimbatore, where Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and Rahul Gandhi will be leading this particular poll rally of the INDI. They will respond to what the Prime Minister said in Coimbatore. Let's listen in.
करप्शन और स्कैम का दूसरा नाम है डीएमके। आज देश 5G में वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बना रहा है, लेकिन इसी डीएमके ने 2G में स्कैम करके देश को बदनाम किया था। भ्रष्टाचारियों को बचाने के लिए डीएमके और कांग्रेस सबसे आगे खड़े नजर आते हैं। मैं कहता हूं, भ्रष्टाचार हटाओ, वो कहते हैं भ्रष्टाचारी बचाओ। ये चुनाव इसलिए है ताकि करप्शन भारत छोड़ दे। ये चुनाव इसलिए है ताकि परिवारवाद भारत छोड़ दे। ये चुनाव इसलिए है ताकि ड्रग्स भारत छोड़ दे। ये चुनाव इसलिए है ताकि हर वो देशवासी, हर एक दो व्यक्ति जो देश विरोधी डीएमके संरक्षण करती है, वो भारत छोड़ दे।
Well, DMK leader and the party's candidate for Central Chennai, Dayanidhi Maran, however, says it is not a three-way fight in Coimbatore or in the state of Tamil Nadu in general. He has hit out at Prime Minister, saying that the BJP will not win a single seat in Tamil Nadu.
Basically, he's stealing the copyright from us. This is the accusation we are making against the Prime Minister, because we are asking what has happened to the CAG report. Normally, when a CAG report is out, an action taken report has to be submitted. Till now, nothing has happened. The CBI and ED are supposed to file cases on the CA based on the CAG report. That's what you did in the 2G. Why is that when it comes to 7.5 lakhs? And what in your government, why aren't you not doing it? This is the narrative which BJP wants us to believe. See, the problem is this: when the BJP decides to put a narrative, every national television talks the same language. One wonders, see, right now, the television channels are getting exposed because you can't have the verbatim narrative of BJP in every news channel, every newspaper. Well, that's not the reality. Because you put the news channel, or it is fed in by the IT team of BJP, it is not the reality. No way BJP is going to get any single seat. Mr. Modi, you were the Prime Minister, still the Prime Minister. What did you do for the last 10 years? Why didn't you try to resolve the Kachetivu? It never suited you, fine. You gave 36,000 crores to Colombo as a package, free money. You could have asked Kachetivu in exchange, just because, you want to put your narrative. And RTA is put on 5th of March, and reply is coming on 12th of March with their narrative.
Well, amidst the political blame game and the reactions coming in, let's also take a look at the fight that we are talking about on the Coimbatore seat, who the candidates are, and let's take a look at their political journey. Here you have the youngest candidate representing the AIADMK, which is Singai Govindarasu Ramchandran. His age is 36. He's going to be contesting for the AIADMK from the Coimbatore seat. Then from the DMK, you have Ganapati P. Kumar, who initially, in fact, previously was with the AIADMK, then switched to the DMK. And the Bharatiya Janata Party has fielded its strongest candidates. Its state president K. Annamalai, Karnataka cadre IPS officer who resigned in 2019, made his debut in politics. He is with the Bharatiya Janata Party. So these are the key candidates, or a three-way fight like is being said. But the DMK or the AIDMK reject that it's a strong three-way fight. According to them, the Bharatiya Janata Party has no chance to win. Let's take a look at what the issues are in Coimbatore and what really are the demands of the people. As far as distress is concerned, manufacturing industries are struggling. The demand is that GST should be reduced from 12% to 5% to address this issue of the industries struggling. Then 10 to 15% of micro industries are in distress. The demand is that the electricity cost should be lowered for these industries that are struggling at the moment. Let's move on. Slowdown in demand and high raw material costs is one other issue that is troubling the industries in Tamil Nadu. The demand is there should be better rail connectivity and airport expansion as well. So these are the issues and the demands as far as Coimbatore constituency is concerned. Losing textile competitiveness to north states, rejuvenation of water bodies, that's one demand coming in from the people of the Coimbatore constituency. Distress and demands, that's what it looks like as far as Coimbatore fight is concerned. Now, in the meantime, the allies of Bharatiya Janata Party and the DMK have waded in with TDP General Secretary Nara Lokesh backing Annamalai and CPI General Secretary, on the other hand, saying 2019 will be repeated in Tamil Nadu as opposition parties have come together like before.
Annamalai is a youngster. It is quite clear that he is committed to people's views. I mean, he's done a Padayatra, he understands people's problems really well, and he's taken a tough seat to now contest. So I'm pretty certain that he's going to win in this election. Andhra Pradesh state elections are a foregone conclusion. I'm here in Tamil Nadu to support my friend Annamalai. A lot of views, ideas on how to take respective states together. So I believe that to make a strong nation, there should be strong states. India is going to sure shot form a government. We are very clear that NDA alone will get 400 plus MP seats come next parliament elections. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, as far as the assembly elections are considered, it will be a one-sided election.
It's extremely positive. We think that the India grouping, all the parties that are arranged together in this front to save India, will repeat in a more emphatic fashion what happened in the last elections, where the BJP could not open its core, and that will be repeated.
Well, now in big news we broke for you first on Times Now, there has been a big fist fight in Coimbatore. The night before INDI rally, a scuffle broke out between the DMK and the BJP cadre in Coimbatore's Avaram Palayam. At least 7 people have been hospitalized. Sources tell us that Tamil Nadu BJP chief K. Annamalai was campaigning in the area post 10 p.m. DMK party cadre opposed his campaigning post 10 p.m. MDMK, CPI and CPIM party cadre also joined DMK after a point. Ultimately, a fight broke out between the two factions, leading to a brawl. BJP cadre then sat on a late night dharna. We have Dharni joining us on the broadcast with more details. Dharni, the INDI mega rally is going to take place in Coimbatore. Right before that, a scuffle broke out between the BJP cadre and the INDI cadre, one would say, because DMK was then joined by the left parties as well, opposing to Annamalai continuing with this poll campaign post 10 p.m. Dharni, there is some issue in the line connecting with you. We're not able to hear you. We'll fix that and come back to you. Let's take our viewers through the details once again. The BJP cadre sat on late night dharna after this couple broke out. 7 people have been injured in this, according to sources, and they've been sent to the hospital for treatment. Late night physical fist fight happened between the workers of the DMK and the BJP workers. This brawl was over Annamalai's campaign. We're given to understand that the objection was that Annamalai is campaigning post 10 p.m. to which the DMK cadre opposed, and that led to this massive first verbal fight and then fist fight. Dharni is back with us. Yes, Dharni.
Now the India bloc has named 7 of their supporters have got injured in this scuffle. Jyoti Basu, Mohan Raj, Gunasekaran, Chelappa, Shekhar, Satish and Ranganathan. These are the 7 people who have got injured from the India bloc in the scuffle is what they are telling. Now the Coimbatore police have registered an FIR against 4 BJP supporters based on a complaint by one of the injured Mr. Gunasekaran. So based on a complaint complaint from him. An FIR has been registered against 4 BJP supporters. Now the India Bloc is demanding justice. They are telling that Annamalai on a daily basis is campaigning post 10 p.m. which is against the rules and regulations. And the Election Commission this time they shouldn't keep a blind eye to this development. They should take action against Annamalai for breaking the rules and regulations and for campaigning post 10 p.m. in Avaram Palayam is what
as far as action is